Greetings, Emerson family. Thank you for joining me again for Ministry Messages. As you can see, I am outside once again. And, well, there's two reasons for that. One is this week we are talking about God and this meaning that we find in this concept of God. And for me, I don't use the word God so much. I use this word universe or universal life force. And for me, I find that a lot and most connected when I'm outside, even when I'm hearing all that busy traffic. Given the traffic and also the colored stones, I bet you can guess where I am. I'm actually at Emerson, which leads me to the second reason that I'm sitting out here. In addition to loving this spot, it's a medicine wheel that our Emerson family has created out in the woods. I also drove all the way over here to do this recording in the sanctuary and forgot my key. So I thought, well, a second sanctuary is definitely out under our trees. The reason I was going to do it in the sanctuary is because there's this quote I saw once from Ralph Waldo Emerson, and he talked about how his favorite part of Sunday worship was that time before anybody got there when the sanctuary was just really still. And I could relate to that. There is something special about being in a place that you know is about to be full of activity right before that activity begins. I think our lives are like that sometimes too. And I know you know this month we're talking about stillness. So it really is that question of how do we find stillness in our lives? Where do we find it? And what do we find when we're there? And I think this idea of God, this idea of how am I connected to the universe, how we make meaning, is one of the things we discover when we give ourselves some time to be still. So I hope you join us on Sunday. 9:45, as always, is our Sunday worship service, followed at 11:15 by lots of adult and children and youth opportunities to connect, fellowship time, as well as classes. Now, we have some other wonderful things coming up that I wanted to make sure you hear about, and I have a list. So here we go. So it's going to be a busy season. So we have our service on Sunday, next Wednesday, and you're going to have to look for some info on this coming out because we don't have all the details yet. But the Garden School is inviting Emerson family to take part in their Advent spiral, and they're going to do it outside, and it will be this spiral of light that you walk through in a very silent, meditative way, and it's going to be beautiful. So there will be several opportunities to do that. Look for those opportunities coming up. And then on Friday, we're going to be having a wonderful solstice celebration. And my friend Lane sent a few things over about that I wanted to make sure I let you know. Here's a beautiful thing she talks about winter solstice. I love this. She says, the longest night of the year, the winter solstice, has long been a time for reflection of our mortality. It's cold, it's dark. Fear and worry can be found in plentiful supply. But that does not sustain the living. No, while having full reverence and respect for the darkness, our hearts cry out for light, for hope, for encouragement, for community and gathering. And I love that. I thought that was so beautifully written. So please feel free to join us next Friday. It starts at 7 o'clock. There'll be songs, there'll be ritual, there'll be stories, and that's going to all be on Zoom. So look for the links for our solstice celebration. Then there's more. On Saturday the 19th, we are going to also on Zoom host a Blue Christmas. And this is just a short service. It's a meditative service, really as a time to honor the fact that even though, some folks are really being happy, it's the holidays, there's all these celebrations going on, it also can be a time of pause, a time of stillness, and a time of deep grief and sadness as we remember those that we love that will not be physically with us during the holidays. So look for some information about that. You'll have the opportunity to join us on Zoom, light a candle in honor of your loved ones who have passed, share a little bit about them, and we'll have some music together. And the purpose is really just to hold each other in that time and acknowledge that this can also be a time of sadness in addition to a time of celebration. So that's going to happen next Saturday, not tomorrow, but next Saturday, the 19th. And then there's our Christmas Eve service. So on Christmas Eve, we are going to broadcast our beautiful Lessons and Carols service twice. So it's the same service, but we're going to give you two opportunities to watch it. 5 o'clock, and at 7:15. So very similar to what we did last year with our pageant and the service. But it's the same service. You can watch it at 5, you can watch it at 7:15, you can watch it both if you would like. So that's going to be available. Look for the links. There'll be links in the notebook and on the website, 2 different links. So that's what we got coming up in the week to come. I hope it all nurtures you. And please remember, Emerson is the place for you to feel nurtured and loved and connected. So do that for each other. Reach out to each other. Let each other know that you are there. And you know what? Let's let each other know we're here just in the comments. So even just in this moment, go down to the comment section and just tell your other Emerson family, I'm here with you. We may not be together in person, but we are not alone. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you virtually on Sunday. Blessed be.